Hey everybody, what is going on? How's everybody doing today? Well, it's Wednesday, halfway through it. We're halfway through. We've made it again. It seems like every week it seems like it gets so hard and so strenuous but we get through it, don't we? Every week we inch our way on through, you know what I mean? Yeah, we get through it. Before you know it, Friday's here. It's another weekend. And you're across the table looking at your wife eating dinner out somewhere. Yep. Yay. Well, guys, every so often, I break this piece out. Now, this piece has a lot of meaning to me. I really do not know a lot about it. My father gave this to me. It had to have been over 20 years ago. I was always into little knives, and as a young boy, I always was into those. I used to buy those real cheap knives. I used to beg him to buy the little knives, and I used to have a collection of them. He came home from work one day, and I'll never forget it. True story, God hold my soul. I was sitting on my bed and I was doing something, and he came home from work. And my dad was always this tough guy, he's always into construction. He was just a tough guy, never really showed his cards, never showed his love, kind of that kind of guy, never gave you a kiss, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very touchy-feely. Like, I'm always putting my arms around my wife, wanting to give her a kiss, you know what I mean? Like, him, never, ever, ever. He'll never put his arms around you, never, show his love. He'll never show his love. So anyway, excuse me. He walked into the room, my room one day. I was sitting on the bed, and I guess I was tinkering around with something, and he threw this knife up on the it might have even been in a bag. I think it was in a bag. He threw it, and he says, "Here, boy." He says, "I got you something." He goes, "I thought you might like this. I picked this up for you. Here's a little something for you." Oh man, dude. Oh my God. I ripped that open so quick, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I was very appreciative. Very, very. I couldn't be more appreciative of him doing that. But you know something? I didn't want to tell him at the time. I was so young. I was so young. What am I saying? 20 years ago. This knife is older than that. Oh my God! He handed this to me when I was like 13 years old. I'm 40 friggin' 43 years old. Anyway, um, I I could never carry this knife, because it was so heavy, and I couldn't tell him at the time. I couldn't tell him. I was like, I couldn't tell him, and he asked me, "How's that knife? What do you think about the knife?" And I was like, "Oh, it's great. It's good, Dad. Oh, thanks. It's good, Dad." That knife was too heavy for me, man. It was just I couldn't carry that as a young boy. I mean, seriously, you know what I mean? I might have carried it a couple times. I did. I did carry it a couple of times, But long story short, I had this knife. I've had this knife for the longest time. All right. Now, every once in a while, I break it out and I clean it. I wipe it down with light oil. The only thing I do is wipe it down with some light oil. I do the sheath in oil. I got my leather my leather thing for the oil. If you can see it, that's really well preserved. The sheath. Okay, I keep the sheath nice. Genuine leather. See that? USA. Genuine leather USA. Now, this is camillus. Okay? Tobias, please weigh in. Please weigh in, Tobias, if you're out there. This is a camillus. The only thing it has on, it's a lockback folder. It has, you can see it right there, Tobias. It has a number 4 on the one side. Okay? And on this side, oh, let's see what we got here. Let's see if we could get this a little focus. We got Camillus, what's it say? Camillus, New York, USA. Oh man, it's not going to focus up. Well, anyway, it's AR Camillus, New York, USA. There's the tang stamp on it right there. Now, I am not thinking by no means that this is worth a lot of money. Okay? This knife isn't that old for it to be worth any kind of money. But I always hear people talking about old Camillus knives. And, yeah, I figured I'd show this one. And it is just you think a 110, a buck 110 is built like a rock. You gotta feel this thing and see how this thing's built. And I wonder what the steel is on this too. If anybody could weigh in, I'd like to know what the steel is on that too. You know? But yeah, like I said, a buck, it's reminiscent of a buck 110, isn't it though, guys? But it's much better than a buck 110, in my opinion. I mean, if you held this thing, holy smokes, you would know, you would see, I don't know, man, it's just nasty. Look at that Bowie point. Look at this blade. Look at that clip. Woo! Is that a blade or what, guys? Is that a handsome looking blade? Man, you know what? I always wanted to cut something with this, and I was always scared. Because my dad gave this to me, man. This is the only thing I have of my dad, you know? And it's a really, really nice piece. And like I said, I break it out once in a while. I wipe it down. I just wiped it down with oil. I cleaned it. I cleaned the inside of the channel there. Cleaned everything up. I did not do the sheath yet to go downstairs to get my... I wiped the sheath down with a nice cloth. And give that a little wipe down and put her away. Yeah, there you go right there, guys. Camillus. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know a lot about it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys could help me out on this one. So, let me try and stand this up real fast. Okay. It's all about presentation, isn't it, guys? So there it is. Yeah, that's from my dad, and boy, I've had that for years, man. Years and years and years. Every time I bring it out, man, it just brings back memories. Man, I've been into knives a long time, you know? It really makes you start thinking about how long it really... I wish I had some of the knives, like baseball cards. I had them too. I still have collections down in my I've got rid of a lot of them. I have them in my basement. And I was a big die cast guy too, guys. And before I got into knives, I have about, I'd say about 10 totes, big plastic totes, about 10 of them, full of high-end, now I'm talking high-end die cast. All funny cars, NASCARs. I got collectible, all that collectible metal, man, down there. Oh, you have to see the die cast that I have in my collection. Used with die. Along with my my baseball card collection as well. Yep. I collected a lot of things, guys, in the years. I collected a lot. I've always collected. I've always was a collector. Always was a collector. I have every Hess toy truck from, when did I start? Or my parents started getting them for me. Oh, 1980, I think they started. I have every Hess truck from 1980 forward, I think. Yeah, I got them all. Yep. So, Yeah, I'm a collector, guys. I collect all kind of things. Yeah, I got it down there. I'll have to break out my stamp collection. My uncle and my aunt, when they died, they gave me, he collected stamps. And you should see his Walt Disney stamp collection that I acquired, that I inherited. Oh my God. You want to talk about worth money? You have to see the Disney stamp collection I have. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'll have to break them out sometime as well. I got to go in the basement and get all that shit out. All right, guys, yo, let me know what's going on. This is my camillus here, locked back. I figured you guys want to see it. And if anybody could weigh in the comments down there, let me know what kind of steel it is and approximately the year. It's got the number 4 on the one side, and on the other side of the tan stamp, it's got New York, USA on it. That's all it's got. That's all it's got. Nothing more to say. I guess that number 4 means something. I don't know. But anyway, all right, guys, listen, stick with me now. Hang in there with me to the next one. Let me know what you think about this pretty antique piece, I guess it is, isn't it? Let me know what you think about this clip. Look at this blade. Did they make a blade like that anymore? Look at that blade. Wow. That blade is, look at it. Look at that blade. I could sit there and look at that blade all day. I could look at that blade all day. Holy smokes. Okay. Let me know what you guys think, man, about my camillus. Alright, guys. Yo, stick with me to the next one. Yeah, it's a crazy world out there, man. And, yeah, hang in there with me. I got a piece coming. I gotta wait a couple days for it to come, but I think yous are gonna enjoy it. Alright then, guys. I'll catch yous in a little bit. Stay warm. Be careful out there. And, stick close to your loved ones. Talk to yous later.